Hey, high levelers, Rayo Daniel here, and I'm creating this video because I want to show you how you can build an AI bot inside of Highlevel within 5 minutes. I know that's a bold claim, but yes, you can, and I'm going to show you here in this video how you can do it. But before I do that, you need to be able to sit back and do a little bit of prep work first inside of your sub account for your particular client, or maybe inside of your snapshot, depending upon how you get this thing set up before you can actually program the AI bot and how you can do it easily and effectively. So right now, let's kind of hop into it so we can kind of see what's going on here. So right now, one of the things I want to show you here is all the prep work and the pieces that you need to have configured and set up ready to go before you spend the 5 minutes to get the AI bot ready to go and start doing some testing on it. So, okay, right now, I'm just going to show you how I like to do things. Now, if you have the Agency Pro account, or even if you have the Agency Unlimited account, then you can create as many sub-accounts inside of your Highlevel as you want. Now, one of the things I like to personally do is that if you have a particular niche that you're dealing with here and you're going to be building new clients, it would probably be best for you to create one of your sub-accounts and create a fake business for that particular niche. Now, I've been creating several videos here over the past few weeks. I've been giving away a lot of snapshots. I have a link in the description for all of my snapshots. So if you want to take a look at them, they're yours. Please feel free. But right now, one of the things I've just recently released here is dealing with auto detailing. So it's a snapshot regarding auto detail companies and how you can just take that snapshot, install it, boom, and then start servicing your auto detailing clients. Now, what I want to do in this video is show you how you can configure the AI portion of that so that you can get AI working directly with the company so that you can sell this particular service and add more value to them, and how you can do it very quickly and easily once you have all the pieces set up. So one of the things is create the sub account here, and in this case what I've done is I've created this sort of fake company here. If I could zoom this out, it's just called True Care Auto Detailing. So that's kind of what it is, and this right here is the site. Here's the site. So I'm going to show you this here in just a minute, but I've created True Care Auto Detailing. It is a sub account of mine, and it is sort of a fake sub account, fake client that you can actually start using to show other car detailing companies how the GoHighlevel system works if you were to do it for them. So right now, one of the great things about it is that you can configure the system, you can configure a phone number, you can do all the things that you normally would do and have all the automations run if you want to. We're not going to be dealing with automations in this one per se, like any kind of workflows or anything like that here. We're going to be dealing strictly with the conversational AI piece and just show you how that works. But it's just really important to sit back and understand some of the fundamentals that you need before you can configure the AI bot so that you can really do it well and do it quickly. So in this case, what we've got here is we've got a site under sites here, and right now what I've got here is I've got several funnels. I like personally building funnels for the particular website because in this kind of case, when you're dealing with an auto detailing company, you don't need, personally, this is my personal opinion, I don't need to have 3, 5, 10 different pages explaining all the stuff about their services. Right now, just some very basic information that'll fit on a big sort of longer, even if you've ever seen like a sales letter page, that right there is what I'm talking about. Just a long page with all the information on it, and the menu option just simply link to the page, and it's just one simple page. And the whole purpose of it is, do you want to schedule an appointment to buy our service? Click this and go to the next step of the funnel. That's really it. So I don't need to have a website with all the stuff and calendars and trying to keep all the pages, headers and footers synchronized and all this other kinds of stuff. It's just, I don't see a point of it. And right now, this is something, it's a very simple template that I'm going to show you. And inside of this is where you can actually get this from the Highlevel system. This is where I got it from. So this whole template, and I did spend about an hour or so, customizing it. I did have to go and create sort of a fake logo for the, for the business, so just so that it would seem authentic. But right now, if you take a look here, this True Care auto detailing, again, very basic Canva kind of thing that I created real quick for that. Didn't have to be spectacular, but I am using in this, I just want to show you, I am using several of the custom values and other sort of the custom related fields inside of Highlevel. So if we look here, this right here has a custom value for business logo. And if we just come over here and take a look here in where's this? We see that this is sort of a custom value right here. So if you do this is really great, because if you deal with custom values, then you can simply replicate this exact funnel over and over again for your clients, put this funnel in their snapshot, and then load this every single time, change colors, change all the other stuff, but all you got to do is change your custom values, and then the entire website changes, which is great. So that's a good practice. If we take a look here, we've got location phone. That just pulls whatever phone number is listed on their particular account to give them a call. We've got location name here that pulls their name in. So the site is completely customized. It has their logo and things like that on it for them. And again, just scheduled detailing service, about our shop. But just notice in general just how clean the page looks, and just how well it looks. Now I'm going to this right here is the testimonial widget. So this right here is just pulled directly from their Google reviews, which is great because this is built into Highlevel as well, and this can be a part of your template. But the biggest thing is these frequently asked questions. So right now, I did take some time, probably about an hour, to build and go to, what I did is I queried auto detailing FAQs. Or you can do your niche FAQs, dentist FAQs, or whatever it is that your particular niche is. So here, I just took some time, about an hour, to get all of these questions and answers. And what I did is I put them into a Google document. So right now, I did spend some time, and I just have all of them in a Google document, which I think is a good practice, because then you could use either this Google document or the website that the client has in order to program AI. You can use either one of them too. And I can show you how to do that here. But this way, if you wanted to, you can always have an auto detailing FAQ that you can always pull back in case you need it later on. You can always update it, but you've got one source inside of a document like this, and you've got all of them, and you can simply go in, edit it, and change it, and stuff like that. So that's very good. Also, this auto detailing FAQ, I did add to my snapshots in my training. So if you guys, you don't need to go out and get it if you're dealing with auto detailing, just apply for the snapshots, and it's in the file area of the training. So got that in there for you. But getting a good FAQ and looking at the questions and answers and really filling out the answers very well is going to be able to train the AI bot very quickly. Okay, so it took me, again, about an hour to go through and put all the, site, customize it, and just put these FAQs and things like that in there, contact field, and then just a footer, stuff like that. So right now, that's going to be one of the keys to setting this up, is to getting a good area where you build the FAQs, and it has a good, well-rounded. It'd probably be a good idea to run that by your client and just see if they have any other FAQs that they know that some people particularly ask about their business, and you can include that into the site as well. So one of the things I do want to show you though here is when you do load this is what the site looks like. So notice that we have True Care Auto Detailing, the name pops up, the phone number comes in over here, and again, that's a fake phone number, but this right here is what it looks like. So again, nice, clean, and again, this is something you could give somebody. You could charge them a few $100s for it, or you can just say, hey, I'm going to give you this website as long as you're going to buy our subscription services over and over again. Now, if you take a look here, notice I even have what? This is a nice little website chat widget built. This is the new type widget that we have. And I'm going to walk over, just kind of that feature. Notice how I've got this. I just downloaded this picture. It's nothing I've created. This nice little AI bot type of thing. Enter a question below, and our AI assistant will get back to you immediately. We're not trying to BS anybody. We're just saying the AI assistant will get back to you immediately. So this gives them a lot of encouragement to fill in their name, mobile phone number, and message. And then from this, you can actually have the conversation AI piece respond directly to this, because the website chat widget is one of the verified channels inside of conversation AI. And I'll show you that whenever we get to that particular point. But I just want to show you that we do have the website chat widget configured on this as well. So if we want to do this, a lot of people don't know this here. If you ever have, I'm using Chrome right now as my browser, but if you ever have Chrome, if that's your browser that you use, and you have a website pulled up, especially in Highlevel, this is a really good check to make sure that the mobile version is working. That you built the site. How do you check to see if the mobile version is working? You could pull out your phone and do it, but you could come over here to these three dots, come down to this more tools options here. Forgive me, I know you can't see it. You're going to come down to more tools, and then you're going to come to this developer tools. Now, when you pull the developer tools, this is where you start getting this kind of cool looking mobile view. It has all this kind of code. I don't want you to pay any attention to this right side over here. What I want you to do is focus on the left side. Notice how the menu now becomes a nice hamburger menu. That's kind of what they call that. Home, about us, boom. So you got the nice menu, the logo shows up here fine, the card detailing, schedule it, so you can actually see how it looks in a mobile view. And you're like, okay, well that, if somebody's looking at it on their phone, and maybe they found the card detailing on the, like on Apple Maps or Google Maps, and they click on the website link and they're seeing it on their phone, you want to make sure the thing looks good. And then most of all, the frequently asked questions here. So you got your frequently asked questions, and you want to sit back and you can just simply click this to expand it. Everything's looking good, perfect. The contact form looks good on here. So yeah, all that stuff looks good, and you just click the little X in the corner and go back out of mobile view back into desktop view. So that's a little quick trick that I wanted to show you in case you didn't know that existed. So one of the other things that we need here, besides the funnel here, the whole purpose of this is to schedule, answer people's questions, and then schedule an appointment. That's the whole purpose of this, without ever having to involve the owner, the assistant, the person behind the desk, or anything like that. That's the whole goal of this, setting up this AI bot for this. Now, in order to do that, this particular one, I do have a calendar set up here, so I'm not going to go over all that. Just you have to have a calendar set up here for the appointments. And now that you've got your funnel built, I will come in here and just take a look real quickly at the custom values. So here we see that we've got several custom values from the booking calendar link. If you want to send out emails to book, for set up some automations, but notice that we do have a business logo set up here, and we've got several other ones to find inside of here. But other than that, we've got the site built. Okay, this is public, so this is truecareautodetailing.com. So you can actually send this to your customer or say, hey, check out our fake company, TrueCare Auto Detailing, this is a company that we built online just to show you how our system works. So right now, if they want to come in here, they can click on the detailing services, and then what that does is just takes them to the next step of the funnel. Not a big deal, just one more step. Again, we don't need any header, just a nice little logo. Get your custom detailing estimate hassle-free. Here's a calendar. You click on it, you choose a time, you get the whole point. You can set this up however you want. You can customize a calendar, and that's another feature inside of Highlevel, to really customize a calendar from colors and things like that if you want to, and really go nuts and crazy. We did put the FAQ on here because the FAQ is actually a global section, so it's nice if you have it set up as a global section, you can move it anywhere, and all you need to do is update it once, and then it updates everywhere else. So the whole point about this is whenever you fill out this particular page, it will then take you to a thank you page. So I don't want to go through, and hopefully I got the right URL here. But this is what it goes. You fill out the appointment, and this just says thank you. You can customize it however you want, but I want to show you this is how the system is built and ready to go. Now, all of these, with these auto detailing FAQs, let's go ahead and start actually seeing about how to program the AI bot now, and just show you a few things here. Now that we've got all the other moving pieces ready to go. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the conversation AI piece here. We're going to turn this on autopilot mode, and I'm going to try to blow this up some here. So autopilot mode. Why? Because we want this to automatically respond to people, and that's what autopilot mode does once we get it programmed. Now, here's some of the supported channels. I'm trying to blow this up just so you guys can see it better. Right now we've got SMS, but here are some of the other channels, and you see right here the chat widget is another one. So I'm going to add the chat widget. Now, one of the things about this is that I would put in the business name, and I'm going to do it here if I can type. TrueCare Auto Detailing. Now, a couple of other settings that we got here. Now, I'm going to be probably taking maybe 8 minutes to go through this stuff with the AI, because I'm explaining a few things for this, and then we're going to sit back and test. But right now, if you knew what you were doing, if you watch your training and you just implemented this, you can get this done easily in under 5 minutes, depending upon how many FAQs that you had. Now, this right here is very important. Autopilot wait time mode. This right here, how long do you want to wait before the AI bot responds? Now, here's one of the things about this. Typically, they would want you to expand this and make this like a 30 seconds or a minute, to make it seem more human. We don't need human, because if you took a look at the site, we've already showed you here at the bottom, enter your question for the AI system to get back to you immediately. So we're already dealing with an AI assistant. So right now, if you wanted to, and for the purpose of this, I'm going to sit back and just make this 3 seconds. So it'll be quick. Right now just for the demo, so when we reply, hopefully a few seconds later it comes back and things like that. But that's one thing. Maximum messages a bot can send to a contact here. 10 is sort of the default. I think that's too much. I'm going to cut that in half and say 5. Because really for this particular type of business, people should not be, if you're getting the kind of person that really just is answering a whole lot of questions on that kind of stuff, they should have read your frequently asked questions on that one, if that's the case. They should have spent time to read all of them versus trying to ask them over the phone here. But typically, there should be like 1 or 2 questions asked, and then the bot should send them to schedule and make an appointment. Now, right now, when should the bot sleep? Meaning, when should it sort of retire or forget about the conversation? And we're going to say 2 hours. Perfect. So that's the settings that we're going to keep here. Now we're going to move on to bot training right now. This is where it gets kind of cool, because now that we've got the site already built here, and I'm going to go back here and just come back to the main site. I can come here and copy this URL, paste this URL here, and just say get data. Now, what this is doing, it's actually the AI bot is going out to this web page, and it's not just reading the FAQ, it's reading every bit of text on the page. So if you have anything about our detail shop, anything about your services, your auto detailing, all of that stuff gets sucked in. Now, this is why I would think it's a better idea to use the website as the way to train the AI bot and put all the FAQs on the website than it would be to use a Google document, because you get additional information that's already built onto the web page that could have different answers, or give the AI bot some different ways of answering the question. But if you did want to use just this Google document, you would simply click on share. You would come down here, wait for it to load, and you would just say, come to restricted, anyone with a link, and it would sit back and say viewer. You would just simply copy this link. So now what you've done is you've shared this document out with anybody that has a link, so you can post it someplace, and they're only able to view it, they're not able to do anything else. But if you wanted to, you can come here and put this in here, and then get data, and it will go out to the Google document and pull that document in. Now, I'm not going to do that, because if we take a look here, the AI bot has already gone through the website, trained, looked at everything, and everything is ready to go. Now, before we move on for this, there is some additional area down here where if you ever need to, you can add additional Q&As here for a specific client. So this is if you want to have a standard website template, but then let's just say you ask the client, hey, are there any more questions that people would typically ask you? And they might say, yeah, we provide some other kind of unique services. Like, maybe they clean engine blocks, they've got a power washer or steamer and they clean engine blocks and they do headlight restorations and some other companies don't, well, you might want to put those questions into your customized bot responses for that particular customer because those are the services that they offer. Now, I did put those into this FAQ, so I don't mean to talk out the side of my mouth, but anyway, you can put in your own custom Q&As here. Now, as far as the bot trial goes, this is where you can sit back and now keep in mind, I do want to let you know there are charges for this. Every time your client uses this AI bot, there's like a fraction of a cent. I think if you come over here to bot settings and there's pricing, it's like 0.02 per response, basic. So, and again, all of these responses are built off the ChatGPT 4.5 version. But right now, if you're using a lot of this back and forth, you can upgrade this to the $49 plan for your particular client and get unlimited. Keep in mind, 2 cents per to get to $49. That's a lot of back and forth, and maybe your clients are getting a lot of communication. But there is a cost to this, and you need to make sure that your clients understand that if they want to be able to use this particular mode. Now, I didn't save my changes here, so I'm going to save these because I want full autopilot mode, and I want the website chat widget. So right now, we've got the bot trial. Here's where you can sit back and just simply ask, do you clean, or let's just say, can you clean my engine? Let's see what it says here. We don't specifically clean engine services. Our detailing focuses on car interior and exterior. You might need a specialized service for engine cleaning. So that right there, if that's the way it is, then that's a great response for you. If you need to change that, this is where, if you wanted to, you could say, yes, this is a good response, or you could just simply say this, and then it will ask you for what kind of a response do you want to give it for this particular kind of questions, and then that will create a custom FAQ that will be put down here in this area. So right now, let's go through. It's like, do you do auto detailing? Yes, we do auto detailing. Our services clean and protect your car's interior and exterior, helping it look good and maintaining its value. When can I schedule an appointment? I'm unable to help you with scheduling appointments. You can visit our website or call our specialist. Now, this right here goes back to this because I've jumped the gun. I didn't come over to the configure intent yet and actually set up. So let's get that done and then go back and ask the same question. So right now, if you wanted to, I found that the high level basic responses in here are good enough for what you need, and you shouldn't really need to change them. So you can come in here and change any of these values that you want. I found for basic services that they work pretty well. But right now the problem is I didn't have this enabled. So I need to come into appointment booking. I need to give the AI bot the ability to book the calendar and then specify what calendar I want. Now I'm going to choose this particular calendar here and click save. So now that I've got that, let's go back to bot trial and let's just take this same question and see if it picks up, and it should hopefully pick up and schedule it right away. Okay, looks like we might need to reset the conversation for this. All right, so it's got training. But this right here is how you can set the bot up, reading those FAQs and get it set up pretty quickly. And then the rest of it really comes back to testing here. Why should I do auto detailing? So these are just some basic, and again, I misspelled that, which is good. So auto detailing keeps your car looking new, protects paint, increases value, all the stuff that we have from our bot, that we learned from that frequently asked questions here. Now, keep in mind, we've got bot settings so that the maximum response is up. I had it 10 here. It didn't save that. 3 seconds here. My fault for not clicking this and saving these settings here. And true care auto detailing. You need to put in all this information here. So this didn't work out too well since I didn't save the information before I moved on to the different tab. But there we go. So come back here to the bot trial. Let's go and just see how often should I get my car detailed? Let's just say, when should I get my car detailed? If you drive daily, detail the exterior every 3 to 6 months and clean the interior every 1 to 3 months. For less frequently, okay. How much is your interior cleaning? Again, a good question here. That was part of the FAQs. So interior cleaning starts at $199 for an average car. We'll need to examine your car for an exact estimate based upon its condition. So do you see right there? That's one of the questions that we actually had in here as far as, not sure where exactly it was, but this is a bot. Again, this is how easy it is just to train it so that you can sit back and get this thing going and your client can just not even have to answer the phone or deal with the website. The AI bot can do all of that. So let's just say, great, when can I get an appointment? When do you want to book for? Today. So now the AI bot should be going out and checking the calendar and giving them a couple different times. It says, hey, what's going on? And right now this is pretty great because now it says, today's full, but I can get to you tomorrow. How about August 28th, 2024 at 8:39 to pick a slot? Let's do 9. Got it. Your appointment is booked August 29th. See you then. So right now, ultimately, this didn't really work because we're still in a bot trial. But if we sat back and actually did the website chat widget, the website chat widget, when we do this, has the person's name, mobile phone, and the message so that that information is available for booking the particular appointment here. Because right now, again, that was just the trial that we're actually running through. But this right here is important because you want to go through and ask it all the different questions and make sure it works fine, make sure it answers the right questions. And by all means, don't do what I did, come in here and configure everything first because I was too busy trying to talk to you about everything. But this is how you can get an AI bot configured just in Highlevel very quickly and easily. Once you do the background search, you have your funnel set up or your website. It's completely up to you. Go out and get all your FAQs or steal mine. That's perfectly fine. But all that stuff is done for you. And once you configure this, then it's just a matter of just going through and filling this stuff out here. This is an account that I don't have any of the phone numbers set up for, so we can't sit back and do any of the cool back and forth with texting, because the problem is that once you set up one of these sub accounts, you will need to create a phone number and you will need to go through A2P registration just like you would anything else. And as if you've ever done that before, that could take you a little bit of time. So again, I think it's a good best practice if you deal with the particular niche to go through the trouble, get a phone number for this. It doesn't take, it's like $1.25 a month. Go through the A2P registration here. That should be no problem. Have the website, have a website publish it, go out and buy a domain. So the total cost of having a sub account where you can test it and actually show something to your client, and then not only that, have them interact with it, like have them interact with the website chat widget. Because you can even, if I called somebody or said, hey, I'm going to text you True Care Auto Detailing, and that's our sample site. Why don't you go and check out and try our AI wizard here in the bottom left, and just play with it, kind of just pretend like you're a customer, and this is exactly what we can do for you. So this right here is just a great example that you can give somebody to look at offline. So you don't have to look at it with them on a Zoom call. You can just say, hey, check out our services. Why don't you test it and just see how you like it? And we can set something up just like this for you. If you like the website template, we can actually give that website template to you. If your website doesn't look very good, we can spice it up. And we can add all these other services. We can do reputation management. We can get you some more reviews, all this stuff. And it's just a way to get in with the client. So hopefully that is beneficial to you, just on how quickly you can systemize and set up, configuring the AI bot. And you don't need to do anything complicated. Now, did we do anything with workflows? No. Did we do anything with conversation AI workflows? No, we did not. Because we kept it simple. And we're just like, okay, now we're going to sit back and see here in the bot settings. We're going to choose SMS channel. And keep in mind, if you wanted to, you could throw in Facebook. So if somebody ever communicates, if you have an auto detailing Facebook page, if somebody's going to be contacting you on a Facebook page, they're going to be contacting you regarding your services. So why not have AI pick that up too? Pick up Instagram. What if you have social media, you're using the social planner to post stuff about auto detailing, because right now I can tell you with auto detailing, one of the best interactions with social media is that before and after. That before and after, you get that dirty, funky looking car, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's all like completely brand new. You're like, whoa, that's awesome. That's amazing. I didn't even know you can do that. But having those kind of before and after pictures that you post on social media can get engagements. Okay. Likewise, if you wanted to, again, you could use some of the other features of Highlevel, the whole comment feature for Instagram and Facebook. I know I'm kind of diverging here, but all of these things are very easy to get set up here, and I'm going to just save that so I don't lose those settings. But again, using the conversation AI piece is super simple to sit back and get set up here. I just did it, and if you have all these components ready to go, which again could take you, I would say, let me just say half a day. Really, and I'm being serious here, half a day to build, get the template, build a website that, something you would like, or take, get the snapshot that I gave you and use my template, and customize it as a foundation to start with. That would be a good to build your own snapshot for your clients. And then once you have your own snapshot, you download it, boom, everybody gets this particular page with all the FAQs that you have configured on it. Okay, and if you wanted to, you can go through and customize the FAQs, add a few more for your particular client, but you simply install it. These are the images that they get. Their name appears here. Their phone number appears over here. You don't need to do anything. Their logo pops up in here once you upload the logo into the media library and copy the link and put that link into custom values. You don't need to deal with any of that anymore. The whole site changes, and boom, you can give it to them for free, get them up and going in just literally probably a day. I'm not even kidding here. If you had a snapshot ready to go and you already had the FAQs for auto detailing ready to go, you can put a template, get their logo put in place, get them connected with a Google My Business. All of that stuff can easily be done in one day. And the next day, they are fully functional with an AI system that's been trained. And then what you can do is sit back and look at the conversations. And I know if you ever take a look here, this right here is a cool thing that you could do. Is you're looking at all these particular conversations. Well, if you're getting SMS messages and you're getting, I don't have any conversations because I was just doing the bot trial, but this right here is where you can look at all the recent conversations. and sit back and see, here's all the interactions that people have had with your client, and then what the AI bot responded. So you can do that check on it, just make sure that AI bot's responding correctly, and then everything is good to go, and then make adjustments as needed. So anyway, guys, I'm super excited to give this to you here. I did get a lot of questions when I had my AI bot, my full AI bot training, where I kind of went over all the stuff inside of Highlevel. This was just like a small little piece, but it was good enough just to kind of get you started, because you can sell AI. You can sell what I just showed you for $197, $297 a month. Why? Because it's going to save them time, energy, and effort. Imagine if they're on the, keep in mind, if somebody calls and you're using the missed call text back, people go to the website chat widget, people go to Instagram and leave you a DM, people go to Facebook and leave you a messenger request. What do all of those things have in common? Answer: it requires somebody to respond. That's what it all has in common. All of those things, even with the owner having the mobile app, you can give them the Lead Connector mobile app, they can use it on their phone, but still, it requires the owner to sit back, look at the phone, go through, respond to all of these particular people here. That's what it requires. But you don't need that when you're dealing with AI. Let AI handle it and push them toward a scheduled, calendar event. That's what you're looking for. So that right there is what people will pay for, because rather than answering the phones, because I don't know about you, I've had, personally, I'm going to just share this with you real quick here. I've had I wouldn't say a bad auto detailing experience, but I had some issues with like my car where I needed to get the interior carpets cleaned. So I called a couple different auto detailing companies, and I called one company at like 8:30 in the morning, like right when they supposedly open, got voicemail, surprised. 2 hours later, no response. So at 10:30, I'm calling them again. I finally get a hold of somebody, and you can kind of tell he's kind of looks like he's got the phone connected to, it's like, hey, I'm working on a job right now. Can I call you back in 5 minutes? Well, those 5 minutes were 5 hours later, because at the end of the day, 3 o'clock or something like that is when I'm getting a call from this guy, which, by the way, was from a completely different number than his business number, so I didn't even recognize it. Crazy. Where Highlevel centralizes that. You got one phone number to communicate with your clients, and you know that. But anyway, so he called me back, but after that experience here, what do you think my chances of actually doing business with that person were? Goose egg, 0. Why? I mean, the guy said he was going to call me back in 5 minutes. I called him at 8:30. He didn't give me a call back till 3. If that's me and I needed to get something done, I'm calling some other people, and I'm going to be booking with them. And this guy's going to lose my business. But what he's doing is that he's accruing all of these phone calls that he's missed all day, and he knows that he's losing customers because he can't get a hold of these people. And by the end of the day, guess what he or she is fearing? He doesn't want to sit back and call all these people back, because he's going to get the same response. Oh, thank you so much for calling me back, but I did reach out and touch base with somebody else, and I scheduled services with them. But thank you, goodbye, and hang up the phone. So it's a complete waste of time for them to sit back and respond, which means they don't respond, which means the value of AI is even better, because not only can they talk to all these people in real time, but the owner doesn't have to worry about calling people back at the end of the day. So where's that stress level from the owner going? They can sit back and work on their car. They can work on actually servicing clients and making money, and not have to worry about scheduling appointments. So anyway, I know this is a long-winded thing, but this right here is why it's important to sit back and understand the basic components of AI, how to get it set up, because you can offer this and people will pay for that, because what is their time worth? What is a half hour of their time worth every day? And we're talking about, charging them whatever, $200, $300 a month, not a day or a week, a month. So is that time savings worth a month? Just getting 1 or 2 customers where they don't have to answer the phones is amazing. So right now, I'm going to be quiet in the video and just really want to ask, if you got anything out of this video, even 1 or 2 little nuggets of information, click on the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you have any other questions, please give me a comment and steal what I have. Take what I'm giving you. I'm giving you snapshots. I'm giving you a ton of free resources. I have a free SaaS course in the description below. Sign up for all of it. Once you sign up, take all of it. Just be successful. One thing I would just simply ask is that if you have not signed up for GoHighlevel, I am a GoHighlevel affiliate. Please use my link. You will get 30 days for free trial, and I give you a ton of other resources, bonuses. If you think what I'm giving away for free is valuable, wait till the stuff that I actually give my affiliates. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.